I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports this week. Let's start in the NFL, where reports out of Kansas City are that some Chiefs fans suffered frostbite during the playoff game against Miami, where temps hit -4 degrees. Man, some playoff tickets can cost an arm and a leg, and some can cost a finger or a toe. Skip Bayless, who is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, was so mad at the franchise for not doing anything during the first few days of NFL free agency that he fired off this tweet. Boy, that comma is the MVP of any comma ever in the history of commas. Rumors are that wide receiver Calvin Ridley, who you'll recall was suspended in 2022 for betting on NFL games, could be joining the Patriots, the same team that drafted wide receiver Keyshawn Boutte a few months ago. Boutte had a warrant issued for his arrest back in January of this year in connection to an online gambling investigation. Man, I can only imagine what the conversation would be like between those two in the locker room.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day.
No way.
I'll give you 3-to-1 odds.
Nope.
5-to-1.
Nope.
10-to-1.
You're on.
In other sports news, at 57 years young, Mike Tyson will be making his return to the ring in July, where he'll be facing Jake Paul. Speaking of fights, during a fight between the LSU and South Carolina women's basketball teams, the brother of one of the players was seen running onto the court. I tell you what, this is just not okay. This is a major safety concern, and something needs to be done about it. He could have been seriously hurt by one of those ladies. Aroldis Chapman posted a video to his Instagram story where he is seen, well, I don't know, kneading like a baby kitten on what I assume is his mom. That's the only explanation I have for this, folks. Look, I make a living saying things, and I'm at a loss for words here. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Maybe he's just showing her his grip on his changeup. I don't know. And finally, the New York Times reported that outsider presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. could choose Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers to be his running mate for this November's presidential election. Along with the Jets quarterback, former pro wrestler and Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura is also at the top of Kennedy's list. Yikes. At this point, JFK might be a better choice as a running mate. If Kennedy chooses Ventura, rumors are he will ask that the election format be changed to a King of the Ring match. Could you imagine if Rodgers becomes vice president and is unable to fulfill his duties, and this country is stuck with Zach Wilson as vice president? I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports this week.